Hello everyone, and welcome back to Proton. So in the last episode, we finally started working on the progression again, and we got some Hellfire stuff. So yeah, we look in here, it all cooked up to the concentrated Hellfire, and I think that should be enough what we need, which is this thing. I just realized I made 2 of them when we need a lot more than 2. I guess I was thinking the turntables from last episode. Is the house safe now? Okay, nope. I was running some more netherrack. See, that's why I said at the start of the series how you want to put that machine away from your house, or the machine stuff away from where you would span. Like, originally it was right under here, and I was like, I have to move that. That exactly there is why. Stuff like that happens kind of often. So, okay, I think I need 2 of those. Guess we'll just, actually, I don't think we need 4. I think we only need 3. So we'll have a leftover blaze powder, because I want to make 5 of these. So let's just get that cooking real quick. It shouldn't take long. And aside from that, we do need some redstone and some stone. Okay, so in this episode, the plan is we want to set up the kiln, which is what you need to do a few things. Now, actually, if I just search kiln... No, it doesn't come up. I can just search an ore and it should show a kiln recipe. Yeah, kiln. So, that wasn't where I wanted to go. I don't know how I see all the kiln recipes. Oh no! Just show me brick. But the kiln, however I figure it out... Oh, there we go. Okay, so here's all the kiln recipes. Pretty much, it cooks things. You can... apparently make cookies. I did not know you could... I don't know how you get cookies in there, because you actually place the item inside the kiln. But you need it for a few things. It's how you can, apparently make brimstone. Huh. Apparently get charcoal with it. I didn't know that. You can use it to smelt ores. You can use it to mainly smelt ores and bake, apparently. But the thing we need it for is that, the crucible. Now you have to make the crucible on a turntable, but you need a kiln to fire it. It's the only way you can turn it, or you know, you make it here, but yeah, you need a kiln to make the crucible. And we need the crucible to make the next part of the progression, and okay, this is going on long enough. I was just trying to do it off camera. I have stacks enough for the moment, I think. So this is where it will be set up, and pretty much how it... I'll show you how it works in a second, actually. I already prepared the bricks, because the kiln is made out of bricks. And if we look in here, that should be plenty of bricks. Okay. So, let me get... Actually, I could just go from here. There we go. So we got that set up. The other thing we need is the bellows, which I don't remember how they're crafted. Oh, that's the one that needed all the leather and siding. So, there's the siding, and I have all this leather stuff prepared already. They also need a gear, I can't remember. It did. So we got the bellows, and, okay, so we have pretty much everything we'll need. We also will need the gearboxes, axles. Won't need any more leather. Put the ground netherrack away, put the siding away. We want the redstone. I think I did make some repeaters and torches just in case we want to go that method. We won't need those. We probably have some other stuff I don't need. The blaze powder and the netherrack and the stone. There we go. So here's the hard part. I need to figure out how to set this up. Now I know how you set it up, but you'll see what I mean. So as you can see by all these signs, this is probably the most complex part of the mod pack. So this is where the hibachis go. That's the easy part. So pretty much how it works is right above here, like here, here, and here, is going to be the kiln. So these will power... Actually, I can actually just show you real quick. So I take this lever and put it here. Ta-da! So this creates fire. And the bellows... Actually, let me just go up there real quick so I can do a better demonstration of what goes where. So this has fire, and then right here will be the kiln. Then back there will be the bellows, and it will blow into the fire, making it stoked fire. So that's how the kiln will operate. It needs stoked flame. But the thing is, the bellows do a 3x3, so we can put another hibachi here and another here. And we can also have a crucible and a cauldron, so we can get a stoke cauldron and a stoke crucible without having to have multiple bellows set up, because I did not want to make the timer multiple times, because that's just the pain. So, yeah, that is how that works. Okay, nothing bad happens if I do that. Just want an easy way down here. So I can turn that off like that. So the bellows go back there, and I did not really think of how I'm going to get there to set it. So I can break the sign. Now, I'm just not sure which way it places if I do this. Okay, I think that's actually the right direction. So I think... Actually, let me just set it elsewhere real quick, just to make sure, because I think that little hole bit is the direction it's blowing. Okay, and just to verify, if I do it like this... Or am I completely wrong? Hold on, I want to see if I can get the bellows bellowing before I do anything. Okay, this work? I don't know, this is the tricky part, because pretty much you can use a redstone torch to disable a gearbox. And that's the key thing for the bellows. So I put that there. Okay, so it deflated, but it's not reflating. Wait. Okay, so... There we go. Stops, it reflates. Power it, deflates. Stop, reflates. So that's how the bellows work. But the thing is, you need a timer on the bellows to get them to do that. And I can only assume that the section with the little hole is the section it's blowing. I really hope I got this right. So, you see I have it going right up to the side. Put that down there. Now the problem is we need to get this to here and a timer. And that's where I was running into issues. Mainly because the turntable... Oh, I forgot where I put the other turntable. I think it's upstairs. Well, I could put a torch on the turntable, but that kind of complicates things a little. So, I'm not sure how I want to do this, and also, if I go this way, it's going to hit stuff I can't hit, like the outside of that cave, so... I don't know, this is just a really tricky thing. Yeah, I can't go up one higher, or I'd have to go up two higher if I want to do that. I don't know, it's just really awkward. Like, I could go up two, then drop it down if I really want to do the turntable, but that also has to break through this wall. Or I could do the... I'm trying to think of how I can do this. Actually, how about I just spend a few minutes toying around and see if I can get a working thing for the bellows. So, we'll see what I come up with. I'm not looking forward to this. Okay, so I spent probably a good 5 or so minutes setting this all up, and I have no idea if it's gonna work. So, yeah, this is the mess I came up with. So, how do you change that? Oh, there we go. So I need to set it to 3. That's what I remember reading. I put that there. Okay, well, it's kind of working. The only problem is, it's hitting on both sides. So, if I... That might do it. Yeah, it's just really awkward because I had to destroy the wall to fit that up there. The other thing is I could try lowering it one, but that means I have to go into this floor, and I'm pretty sure if I go into the floor, we're going to, Oh, it's not that bad, I guess. Or at least I could theoretically work around this. I don't know. I need to try adjusting it. But just for confirmation's sake, before I go through all that, if I did have a block here, and say a block there, with a redstone torch here, would the signal carry through that? It does. Okay, so I put the turntable down here and put a block there. It would still work at canceling it. So I'm going to see if I could mess around a little more, get this lowered, and figure it out. This will be complicated. Okay, so that made things a little more complex, but hopefully this works. If not, well, this is going to take a while. Darn, it's too close to that now. I mean, we could try it. Okay, first problem is not igniting these back ones, only the front ones. And it didn't maintain it fully. Darn. See, this is why it's so hard. And also, I'm not sure why it's not doing the back ones. I could have swore it was a 3x3. That's weird. I mean, it is working. Actually, if I were to change it to 4, will this maintain it better or worse? I don't know, that might... Okay, yeah, it did flicker there for a brief moment. Anyway, let's try and set up the kiln and move on with this episode. I'll have to go back and adjust this regardless. Like, even if this... Like, it wasn't going to work perfectly the first time I tried setting this up. So, originally I thought the kiln was a 3x3. It's not. So, you do have to do a 3x3 shape. Like so. But you only need the block behind it, and that block was empty because there needs to be air above the bellows. So that is a working kiln now. And, I don't know, I can't get, those didn't work, or they currently aren't working. I'll have to play around and, darn, that was the wrong block, I'm on the stone brick. It's always so annoying because smelting stone, or stone's used enough in this mod pack that's a bit of a pain. So yeah, that should be a working kiln. Actually... I think I want to keep that open just so I can see if the flames are being stoked properly or not. I don't know, but it does seem it's working. So, now for the next thing, which I was going to say for the next episode, but I think I'll have to do some tinkering off camera for the next episode, so let's do this now, which is the turntable. So, the reason I need the kiln is to smelt stuff, and the main thing I need is... Okay, that's a plant pot, I think. Wait. Now that's a plant pot. Okay, let's try that again. That's the crucible. Okay. So if I put this in here, it should cook it unless those flames turn orange. Then it does not stops cooking it. Come on. There we go. So we did get the crucible. Now the thing is, the crucible has a couple modes. The normal crucible can make sponge. Although, so can a furnace. So I'm not really sure. I mean, the only advantage it has is it can also get water from the sponge. Not really useful. So, the crucible we want is the stone crucible, because that's how you can make the soul-forged steel and do all this other cool stuff. It can salvage down items, it can, salvages items, it makes the steel. I'm not sure it does anything else, actually. It cooks stone, so I could put a bunch of stone in and just let it cook without having to use, coal. And it pretty much just salvages things, I think. Yep. And, there is also the Stoke Cauldron, and I think that has a very specific use. So we look here, the normal cauldron's how you make all this stuff we've already seen, the leathers, and some of the other items. But the Stoke Cauldron is how you can turn leather into glue, or how you get glue, and I think that's also the only way you get tallow and some of the other things. So it's not as useful, but it was planned if I could have it set up as I wanted. But it seems that it's not, actually, if I move that, we'll do it. Oh, it does! Okay, so it does work as I hoped. So I can put that there. And, that doesn't last as long though. That's probably a problem. I'll need to play around with the timing, but it does work. It's just I had this down here and it blocked the 3x3. So, yeah, it does work. And the other thing I guess we'll end this episode with, because I know this episode is running long for me, but that's because I spent so much time preparing stuff. But I want to make another cauldron. So, let's see. We need that. We need that. And we need that. Go here. Go do-do-do. Okay, so we have a cauldron. And if we put that down here, it will make it a stone cauldron. Now, the problem is, actually, I think I know another way I can do this. Yeah, I just have to put slabs. So that should still be workable. And I'll figure that all out off camera. I'll see if I can adjust the timing, but it seems pretty decent. Is there anything? Oh, right. This smelts stuff, right? So let's just see how well it smelts real quick before we end off the episode, because it will break eventually. If you look down right here, you can see. So I want to see what happens when it does. Yep, it turned red, and then it reset the progress. So it's not perfect. I need to get the timing right to hopefully have that not happen, but it still is a working crucible, and that means the cauldron should be working as well. So, yeah, that works at least. So, off camera, I'll look into adjusting that stuff, but since this is working well enough, I might just record the next episode right away. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, hopefully you guys did enjoy looking, or seeing me set up all this stuff. It was rather complex trying to get all the timing and such. Actually, let's just head down here and look at it, because I'm not sure if I explained what I did. But from here, I went over, and then down, that way I didn't run into, I can just show you, I guess, the caves down here. So I went over into the wall to avoid that. Then I went down and up, and that's how I got it at just the right position, so that all lined up. Oh. I guess I had that coming. So, yeah. Anyway, I think I'll end off the episode here, and in the next episode, I think that'll actually kind of be the end of the tech stuff, or the end game of Proton. Like I said, the series doesn't have a whole bunch of stuff to it, or you can get to the end game pretty quick. There isn't a lot in the mods themselves, so we'll see what we make of it when we get there. But, yeah. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode and looking into the whole Kiln? I feel like I'm saying it wrong. I don't know. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Till next time, goodbye.